Welcome to this channel of Hanix TV. Here we have the news coming from America, going to Nigeria. The news is about America ready to attack Nigeria because of the killings of Christians that the Islamic groups are doing in America. Trump has warned Nigerian government that if it does not do anything about this, American Department of War is ready to go in Nigeria and do the war there to eliminate the Islamic groups which are killing Christians in Nigeria. So there are a lot of people that have spoken about this, and we would like to read some comments of the people that have made in support of what Trump is saying or not in support of what Trump is saying. So here is the news which I would like you to know. America is warning Nigerian government that if they are not going to do something about the killings of the Christians in Nigeria by the Islamic groups, Trump's Department of War has been informed to be led for a swift, furious, and fast war that will take place in Nigeria just to eliminate the Islamic groups. So here's the news. President Donald Trump on Saturday said he has instructed the Defense Department to prepare for war because of the Christians that have been killed in Nigeria. If the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go there in a disgraced country. Okay, he said, if we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet. That's Donald Trump. Right? The killing of innocent Christians in Nigeria and anywhere must end immediately. That's Hegses. I think this is the Minister of Defense in America. So, Secretary of Defense, that's Peter Hegses. All right. There are a lot of people commenting about this thing which Trump is about to do in Nigeria. So we want to see what other people are saying about this. Of course, many news outlets have written about this. This is Donald Trump. Trump tells, remember during the election when he referred to himself as the president of peace, Pepperidge Farm remembers. Merely a coincidence that Nigeria and Venezuela have a lot of oil. People are commenting here. More people commenting about this. This is another comment here. There is a rare earth metal called Christians. Okay, that's how people are commenting about this story that Trump has warned the Nigerian government that if it does not do anything about the killing of Christians in that country, America will attack. And you wouldn't believe how he pronounced it before AIDS quickly corrected him. Told me in another language, is there gold, oil, or minerals in Nigeria? More people commenting. Let's have a comment here. He might want to let Congress know before he calls any other department. The guy thinks he's playing risk. Commenting. Many people are commenting. You can comment as well in the comment section of this video what you think are your thoughts about this. Now we are going to fight Nigeria. Comment in the question form. American Christians or Nigeria? Comment in the question form. He probably thinks Nigeria is in South America. Department of Defense. More questions, more comments. I thought he was against war. Sarcasm in the brackets. Okay, so we're saying that Trump is ready to attack Nigeria. Guys, tell me, is in Nigeria attack like Christians have been killed there, like the way Trump said it? Just let us know, because people living in Nigeria, you have information about this. Actually, you can even paint more light on this. Is there like sort of Christians by Islamic groups, or maybe we can just be overemphasizing on this? He's decided to compete for war prize. Everybody else is making comment here, so you can comment as well in the comment section about the news. If he take the week off, we can call him afraid. More questions, more comments actually. Also zoom in on this pic of Trump. Look how old he really is. Can't send the actual forces into cities if you are sending them overseas. What's in it for him? Like more comments. So just like when Russia was defending the Donbas region of Ukraine, come on. How about asking Congress for permission as outlined in the Constitution? This is not some emergency. We're doing holy crusades. Is the dark ages back? What about the alleged killings of fishermen? Curious, did he say it or did someone else announce that he said it? All right, more comments coming. The peace president. It's always about dollars and the oil, big oil. And on the oil, big oil. As people's views on this story, of America attacking in Nigeria, if killings of Christians continue there, how many plans should we expect? You mean War Department? The Crusades? A lot of people have written about this news. Did he do that while he was at his party last night? Who is he talking to? Pixels. Whose look was more stout than his fellows? Is that Alfred Hitchcock? What's going on with the Dowager's hump? Sounds like a special military operation Putin or Ukraine. What treasure is he looking there? And his body bloody? Or the hatchback of Notre Dame? The only thing more perfect than my MRI is my posture. When that boomerang returns, that is one of the most realistic photos. Captures his entire essence in the physical appearance. Where's the proof? Come on, people are commenting here about this possible war that Trump is going to start with Nigeria, because Christians are being killed in Nigeria and he's concerned about that. So he wants to go to Nigeria with the American army just to eliminate the Islamists who are really killing Christians in Nigeria, according to Trump. And we are yet to hear from Nigeria actually if this is true. But actually I heard that government of Nigeria welcomes Trump's decision to go in Nigeria to deal with the Islamic groups, because the Nigerian government has been trying to eliminate them, but I think they have no capacity to do so. So if America comes in to the Islamic groups, that will be a welcome move. That's the government of Nigeria in response to Trump's statement of war against the Nigerian government, more especially against the Islamic groups in Nigeria. Here are some of the questions. He's probably confusing Argentina and Nigeria, says the man of God. Separation of church and the state. Guys, there are a lot of questions, but we just also read some other. So the news says, US President Donald Trump said he's ordered the Pentagon to begin planning for potential military action in Nigeria. As he stepped up his criticism that the government is failing to rein in the persecution of Christians in the West Africa country. There you can see the picture of the Nigerian president. Trump threatens Nigeria. Big news outlets have written about that. Like appnews.com, apnews.com has written that. US President Donald Trump said he's planning for military action in Nigeria. Fox News as well, guns are blazing. President Trump warns Nigeria the US may enter guns are blazing if they continue to allow the killing of Christians by Islamic terrorists. I'm hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist facts attack our cherished Christians, Trump said. There are more people commenting about this, and it seems like indeed Trump did not just make a stand, but he's meant it, that a war is coming in Nigeria to deal with the Islamic groups killing Christians, as many news outlets, international news outlets like Fox, have written about the same. If the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns are blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists. Okay? That's Fox News. Just to little report on what Trump has just said. There are more people as well who have spoken about this. More news house media have spoken a lot about this, like ABC7. The President Donald Trump said he's instructed the Pentagon to prepare for possible action in Nigeria if the government continue to allow the killing of Christians. That's another news outlet there. Right? We are hearing about this from the President Trump. The New York Times as well has said President Trump on Saturday threatened Nigeria with potential military action and said the USA threatened Nigeria with potential military action and said the US might cut off aid, accusing the West Africa country's government of failing to protect Christians. You see, a lot of media houses in America have written about this thing. It means this is indeed something that has been thought of before spoken out publicly. Trump had to think about it, and he saw it very important to make such a statement warning Nigerian government to do that. If they don't do something to stop the killings of Christians, then America itself will go into Nigerian territory and wipe out the Islamic groups that are killing Christians in Nigeria. So Pastor Blows Holt urges President Tinubu to summon USA ambassador and order all US embassy staff to leave Nigeria within 48 hours. The Patriot Post comes amid renewed online tension following Donald Trump's recent comments about Nigeria and calls for US action. Like, a lot of people have commented on this, and many news outlets have written about this, like Punch newspapers. Trump to Nigeria, stop the killing or face military action. The United States President Donald Trump has threatened to deploy military forces in Nigeria if the alleged genocide against Christians is not stopped in the country. Right? So many people have written about this, and you can see Trump has even spoken this thing. It means we can see war in Nigeria between America and Nigeria. But why is that war going to happen? Because Christians are being killed in Nigeria. That's according to Trump. Trump has got the intelligence, the information that there are people who are killing Christians in Nigeria. And him being a Christian, he loves Christians, and he's not going to sit down tolerating this killing of the Christians to continue in Nigeria. So he's warned the Nigerian government to, if they don't take an action against the killing of Christians in their country, then America will go in Nigeria and attack, kill, eliminate, wipe out the terrorists who are killing Christians in Nigeria. These are Islamic groups. So people and many news, boom, like somebody is reading something here. I want to read it. Okay. Politics in Nigeria. Let's read politics in Nigeria. Has written something. We can read it. Okay, I think we already load we already laid that one. Okay, we already laid that one. We cannot lead it again because it's like we're going to make redundancy. But many news outlets have written about this thing. What do you think? Is this going to be justifiable if Trump attacks Nigeria? Is that going to be acceptable? Because Trump has warned that if Christians are going to continue being killed in Nigeria, then the only thing to happen is possible military action in Nigeria that America will do. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.